From what I saw in there, you just put on a clinic. You're looking fantastic. You are all just on point. Looking at all the parents and players, they're all in on you. How great does it feel to be here today?
It is. It's awesome, man. Especially being, part of my hometown. I grew up in Denver, but Aurora, Denver, to me, it's all the same. And for me to be able to come back and now give back to the high school kids. My first 25 years spent with college, and so now I get to come back and give it to just the embryo, so to speak, before they get out and get to college and things like that. So I'm really excited about it.
Well, I guess the question everybody's wondering, Coach, is why are you here?
For me, college is rigorous, and I've been doing it since I finished playing. I finished playing in '94. 3 months later, I was coaching college football. And, you're 25 years in that, and so now and we're moving from here, there, and everywhere. And so my wife and I decided, we're going to take a step back and come give to that area before they even get to college. And my mom always said that's probably where I was going to end up anyway, just because of my passion for young people. And now I get to get them before they get to the 18 to 22-year-old stage. I get to get them in that 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old. And so for me, it stems from my passion, from loving to encounter, loving to be intertwined with the young people, male and female. And so for me, it's all about giving back. I got 2 daughters that I want to see get coached up and get pushed just as much as my son, or the young men that I coach. So for me, it's just a blessing to be able to come back to this level, or come to this level, should I say. I keep saying I'm coming back, but it's my first year at this level. To just come back and give that uplift to these young people.
Talking with Earnest Collins Jr. I'm Scotty Gaines for 9 News, the new head coach at Gateway High School. How does that sound when we say that?
Sounds awesome, and for me, it was purposeful, because it's easy to come and be a part of something that's already been established. But to come and get with the young people, and administrators in the building, and teachers in the building, and the counselors and the deans, and come and establish and be the cause of something. I walked in and I keep hearing folks talk about what Dr. Fay has done with this building, with the student population, and from the suspension rates dropping. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of putting Gateway on the map as to being not just a powerhouse in athletics, but a powerhouse in education, so the parents can understand that we can leave our young people in this community, and they can come out with a great education and play some good sports.
You mentioned that a lot in your conversation with the parents out there. It was all about, hey, we want to be good at football, but education, giving back to this community is so important. Why is it so important to you?
Because I wouldn't have made it. And my mother, it was a big push for my mother. My sophomore year at East High School, another one of my mentors, I was playing for Coach Severson, who was a great man, but I brought home 3 C's on my report card. And my mother looked at my report card, and she made me quit doing everything I was doing. I went to school and I came home, did my work, went to school, came home and did my work. And so it's always been a part of who I am, because she instilled that in me. You can't survive without your education. You have to have it. And so with her guidance and pushing me, I was the first to graduate college with my bachelor's degree, and I think I'm the only one in my family still with a master's degree. So it's instilled in me. And so for me, I know that's how I made it out. That's how I was able to retire my mom at age 53. And so for me, it's about inspiring young people, letting them know you can make it too without being on national TV playing. That could be a goal for you, but don't let that be the goal. The goal is to make a life for yourself so your offspring can be better than you were. That's my mom always said that to me. I want you to be better than I was, and so here we are.
That's fantastic. Hey, you mentioned that you've been in college. You've been in college for a while, 3 years at Alcorn State. What was it, 9 years at Northern Colorado as the head coach there? What do you hope to bring from that experience here to the high school level?
When you're talking about football, to me, it's just bringing that experience and getting the young people to understand. Those that have those aspirations, that want to go on and play at that level, I'm going to be able to lay out the plan for them. Whether you're on scholarship, whether you're a walk-on, because that's what I was. I went to Northern Colorado as a walk-on after being out for a year. I didn't go to school my first year of high school, just because of the discipline from my mother. It was so near. I needed a break, and so after going up there a year, Coach Severson, my baseball coach, encouraged me to go up there and met Marty English and Joe Glenn and those guys, and I ended up walking on that team, and I started for the next 4 years after my redshirt year and earned a scholarship. So it's not about how you start the journey, it's about how you end the journey, and so for me, I'm able to be able to talk on all levels of that to these young people, and also because football is not a complicated sport. We make it more complicated.
Seems like it is to me.
Because we make it more complicated than it is. But just getting to understand, if you want to make it to that level, this is what it's going to take, and are you going to put in the work? Because they don't really need us to play the game. They need us to push them past beyond what they want to do to be great at the game, and that's what it is.
A fantastic start to day one, but looking forward, what's your biggest goal here at Gateway as the head coach now?
Well, whenever you take over something new, you come in and you assess what you actually have, because you can't bring a certain style that you're gonna play until you know what you have, and you have to take that and adapt it to what you have. And so for me, it's just about coming in, assessing to see where we are in the weight room, where we are, as we call it, FBI, football intelligence. Where are you with that? What do you know? What do we have to teach you? Things like that. And I understand it's high school now, but that's what I loved about it, is coaching the game, is teaching, because that's what it is. It's teaching, and it's counseling, and it's getting people to understand you're better than what you think you are. And so that's the passion for me, is to see a young person that didn't believe what they can do, or they believed what they can do, but they didn't understand how hard they had to work to get there, and to see that come to this culmination of triumph, whether it be a play, whether it be a championship, whatever it is. Because I've been at the lowest level of this game, from not winning the game, to the highest level of this game, to going 15-0 winning a national championship. So I can relate to all of it.
That's amazing, Coach. Hey, we're all excited that you're here. You got a lot of players and parents and all that to meet, so we're going to give you this special 9 Prep sticker as a welcome from us.
Awesome.
And thank you for the time, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.